Welcome to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Duke. Let me know where y'all from down in the comment section. Soon as you come in the building, hit the like button. I got some breaking news for y'all. But a lot of people kept saying the dude with the phone in his hand. Y'all saw the dude with the phone in his hand? You see how he looked at Duke the Jeweler money? You see dude with the phone in his hand? He was recording. Yeah, he was on FaceTime recording the whole time. By him being on FaceTime, it goes to show somebody was gonna be waiting out there for Duke the Jeweler, man. They select who you feel me, mess with. They don't mess with everybody. They very selective, just like you said. They selective about the people that you feel me? It's basically like they pick they fight.
Oh, absolutely, because they got to feel like you're not going to just walk into the ring and not be ready. They got to feel like they can win that fight in order to pick that fight. You don't pick a fight you can't win.
Right.
But you don't pick a fight where there's 15 bodyguards standing right there.
But Duke the Jeweler, if he had bodyguards, they would have never pulled it.
Never. And that's why when you're at this level in life and you're at this status in life and your name is out there and you're dealing with this type of environment, don't travel alone. Even if they don't know that that's a bodyguard, don't travel alone.
Yeah, you're supposed to have your people with you because they was in that dice game. They shooting dice now. All them vultures standing around, man, and a lot of them didn't have money because you could tell that they weren't shooting dice because they just had their phones out. Some people was watching people's hands. Some people was trying to, you feel me? You see dude leaving out that back door, but if you look to the right, you see all the cameras. So it was cameras in the parking lot and everywhere else. Where did the footage go?
Exactly, and that's what I said. There's definitely more than just this angle. And why was the camera? Why this person leaving out is the person we captured and shot? Why this person?
Right. Why did they record him leaving out the place?
Out of everybody that has come in and out of that door, that's a bodyguard posted up right there. That's someone who's going to say, hey, you are not welcome here. Yeah, you could come in type of person. So there's constant flow. The cameras, there's at least 12 cameras on that screen. Where is all the footage? That compound is under every inch of surveillance.
But you see the people on the steps. It's people who was already on the steps getting the text messages, waiting for it to go down.
They posted up by the door ready to bounce out. At the end of the day, this was a setup. No matter which way you analyze this, no matter which way you point, left, right, up and down, why was this the shot of the person going out the door?
Exactly.
Out of it. Everybody else went in and out the door.
But Duke the Jeweler, his brother said that they ain't even want no cameras in the funeral when they had the funeral. And Duke the Jeweler brother seemed like he was hurt behind it because he knew Duke only went out there to make a business move, but he got caught into shooting dice. You can't never get caught up into gambling when you know for a fact you're supposed to be out there making money, getting the money. You ain't supposed to be out there doing nothing unorthodox that you ain't supposed to be doing, man. Anything that you've been doing, then go out there and do that, like shopping. You feel me? Driving your rental car back and forth. They said when they searched the rental car showed that Duke the Jeweler was out there. You feel me? Like they ramshacked the car. They got it all on footage. Everything that they recorded in that parking lot, them was the same people who, you feel me? They was waiting out there for him. But why did people start going out of the dice game right before Duke the Jeweler left out?
And the game was hot and heavy. Nobody was done playing that game.
No, but once he went around there to Jay Prince Jr.'s side, that's when everything got hectic because Boosie ain't nowhere in the scene. And if you really look at it, the two dudes who was with Boosie, Lil Cam and Boosie nephew, they not even in the footage no more. Look, you can see it from the beginning. And the feds, they looked at all this and they kept saying like, where the other two dudes that look? You see the dude looking over to the side? You not finna look over to the side like that if some ain't nobody call your name.
They pulling away from the table like they getting ready to walk out.
You see the dude with the white, and then you see J Prince Jr. talking to this dude. This dude with the white beater, they said that he was the one that did that to the rapper Takeoff. So if him and the other dude with the purple, you see the dude with the purple, the dude got on the purple hoodie. Look, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You finna see him. You see the dude with the purple hoodie? Mm-hmm. Everybody with the white shirts on, including the dude with the black white beat on, they disappear. Watch this. Man, keep watching. The same side of the table. They was setting up. Now Duke the Jeweler over on this side.
In the way that camera cut, it's kind of like it was cut off and then turned back on.
Because they didn't want to show Boosie was over there on the other side too. Look, I'm finna show you something. And look, you see the shorts Boosie got on, right? Mm-hmm. The Dolce and Gabbanas. Watch this. Watch this. Watch when they cut that camera footage. They ain't want them to see that. Watch this. Watch this. Look, right here. Boom. You see it? Mm-hmm. Them the same Dolce and Gabbana. You feel me? Yeah. On the that's the opposite side. Like, come on now. Why did they cut that footage? They didn't want to show what was going on and if Boosie was making any signals or anything. But look, you see the side Duke on now? Who's still holding the camera? Where them two dudes that was standing on the side of the dude with the blue at? What are two dudes at? They gone. The two dudes, all the dudes with the white shirts and the dude with the black white beat on.
It's kind of like they invited him to the dice game to be able to contain the area in which he's in so they could control the situation. Okay? It wasn't a matter of him winning or losing their money because they were going to take all of it anyway. It started from the very beginning when they had him put his bags in a room that I'm not even acquainted to this area. Why am I leaving my stuff here?
Look, these the bags that he brought. What you think that was in them bags?
The product that he was going to sell to his customer. And to be specific, the jewelry he had made for his customer.
Yeah, because he already made him a piece. He ain't, Duke the Jeweler ain't come out there to take an order to go back to Chicago and make no pieces.
No, you had that conversation over the phone, even though we tried to say we never talked.
He already sent the design in.
Yeah.
They said that Boosie and J Prince Jr. and them sent the designs in. Everybody who's buying jewelry, they sent all the designs in so that they can be able to get you had the jewelry once Duke actually come back out here.
Now he might have been bringing just a simple prototype with him, and do you want me to enhance this? Do you like the way it is? Blah blah blah. But it was still something he spent hours of work on, and I'm sure he used a good, product, so it's worth and valuable.
Yeah, and they got on the same clothes, man. Mm-hmm. Look what he said. He said they make it easy for the feds. They do.
I mean, if you really look at it, yes. And if you have any type of analytics, it's a very sad situation. If they really take the time to break these videos down, they can catch everything that we're catching, literally right down to the break in the video. And honestly, I've watched this video a few hundred times just analyzing it. That's the first time I actually caught that was a cut in the video. The video was turned off. So as you're looking for videos, looking through the videos, I should say, you're going to catch different things every time. Imagine the amount of hours the feds have put into watching these videos and trying to catch everything that changes and is out of place. My question now, having watched this today, because again, I'm seeing something new. Why that door shot? Why that person walking out the door? Out of everybody that has possibly come in and out, why was that person the person you caught on video?
Exactly.
And why did the video cut?
But why would they even put themselves in a situation to the point where they'll make it seem like they ain't no dude? You gotta understand. Because they made it seem like they ain't know him.
I'm innocent. Why would I want to put myself into that situation? I don't want to be put and made look guilty. I don't want to be put and make look I have a part of this. I'm gonna do everything I can to pull my name out of the pot.
And if you look at it, you see this thing on his shoulder.
Looks like dreads.
No. That's a blue hoodie. Now, if you rewind it back, who got a white beat on with a blue hoodie on?
A towel.
A towel. Who got a towel over their shoulder with a blue hoodie? The same dude who Duke the Jeweler took all his money. Duke just hit him on the dice. You think that they ain't gonna? You think he ain't mad? They just lost his money.
Well, you shouldn't gamble with money you can't lose. First off, but second of all, it's not the way you handle the situation, my dude.
Look, and the dude standing right next to Lil Cam. The dude that left out, so that means that Lil Cam left out before him. Lil Cam ain't leave out after him. Lil Cam left out first. Look, you can see it. Watch this. Look, watch this. Dude right on the side of Lil Cam and all them three dudes who with Boosie right there, them the same dudes who ain't in the shot no more. Mm-hmm. They not in the scene no more. Watch this. Watch this. Look, this where they cut the footage. Look, boom. Cut the footage. Yep. Watch this. Who left out before him? Who left out because the door was already open? The door was already open. Who left out before him? Did them three dudes with the white shirt leave out before him? And then Duke the Jew. Come on now. And then Lil Cam left out. They know what they did. They opened the doors for this, man. Mm-hmm. You can't never put yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself up out of. But everybody know for a fact how Boosie and them get out. But look at the girl on the phone.
Yeah.
I wish I could zoom in. Look at the girl on the man. Look at the girl on the phone. Who she talking to?
There's so many unanswered questions. There really is.
Look. Security. If you look at the security that's at the door, he not looking at the dude that's walking out. He looking at no. He looking at somebody that's outside that door. The door is wide open. Who he looking at out there? Look. You see?
But as this goes on, he actually pushes the door shut the rest of the way.
Yeah. Who he looking at? Like real talk, they bogus for what they did. Ain't no way. All them dudes was just in that dice game. Look what he said. Look, he said she talking to dude who left.
Could be. Very well possible. Hey, this is what's going on right now. They're making this move, etc. It could be somebody that's on the inside playing it down. So, hey, he's getting ready to walk out the door.
Exactly. What's she on the phone talking about, though? Mm-hmm. Look at you feel me? She looking at Duke the Jeweler. And notice how they said right before. Look, boom. You see what Duke was, right? Mm-hmm. Now, look at her looking directly over there. She talking to somebody. She letting them know, yeah, he's still shooting dice. This is how they set Duke up.
If it wasn't already pre-planned. Because there's still that lingering in the air. This could have all been pre-planned from the beginning just to make it look like an everyday situation. We were just there playing dice.
Right.
The easiest testimony, right? I got all these witnesses around me. I was just sitting there playing dice. I stepped outside to smoke something, whatever. It could have been planned just that. Or it could be, hey, I'm pissed off. He took all my money. Watch him. Let me know when he come outside. It could have went either way.
They knew exactly what was going on, man. It was too many people in there. And as you can see, Duke the Jeweler girlfriend, she was the one with the pink on outside. She was the one outside with the pink on. They knew what they did. They bogus for doing that to Duke. The way that they did it, hey, look, it just make it too obvious. Y'all ain't even try to cover y'all tracks or hide nothing that was going on. Hey, regardless of how they look at it, them guys set Duke up, man. They thought that they was gonna get away with it. Why is the dude walking out the door after Duke just took all his money? You think he ain't mad?
You know he's pissed off.
Look, see Duke right there, but then as you go back, you see the girl looking right over there at Duke. And then as you go forward, look what Duke at. Boom. Mm-hmm. Look how they do the camera. Look, you see what old girl at. Mm-hmm. You see how she watching. Look. you see the girl on the side, and then look when the video start going. Look what Duke at, and look what a girl looking at. She was letting everybody who was outside waiting on Duke the Jeweler, which probably could have been Lil Cam. It probably could have been Boosie nephew. Them other two dudes with the white shirts who was standing right by dude who kept looking his head to the side with the dreads. Duke the Jeweler ain't know what was coming for him, man.
He had no way of knowing. He's thinking he's out there just to do a simple transaction and head home. And that's where, like, I still think that the dice game was a distraction. I think the dice game was a way to lure him in and get him into an environment they could control.
Get him vulnerable. Look, these same guys who right here on the side of J. Prince Jr., they not there no more. Watch this. Watch. Of course, they gonna try to act cool. They said the dude with the red hoodie on, that was one of the dudes who was standing right next to Boosie. Like, come on now. Everybody knew what was going to look. This the scene that they cut off. Mm-hmm. They signaled dude and them to leave out. Mm-hmm. Look. Who record? You feel me? Who got that camera? Soon as dude leave out that door, that's when Duke the Jeweler, he instantly started betting some more. But they start zooming in. Look how they start zooming in. Look how they start zooming. Soon as dude who Duke the Jeweler just took his money. Look, Duke standing right there. Duke know he just hit them. Duke got on the Cartier glasses, man. 20,000. Duke got on his chain, his jewelry. He got his bags in Boosie room. And he got all that money in his pocket. What you think was gonna happen after that?
And you know he didn't travel empty-handed. You know he money. There's probably more money in his bag even, along with the product for Boosie. It was a right picking for them. Mm-hmm. Is what it was. And again, picking their target. He's out of town. He's nobody the locals are gonna really miss. It's not gonna be, what happened? What happened? No, that's gonna go back where his hometown lives.
That's sad. I feel that Duke the Jeweler should have never got did like that, man. If you could see what Boosie doing, look, he whistling. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, look a dude across the table. Look, he lift his head up like, hold on.
What was that? What signal was that? Yeah.
Lift his head up like, wait, hold on. Boosie just called me. Look, you see him? Mm-hmm. Lean his head to the side. I'm gonna rewind that back. There's something that look, ain't nobody finna lift their head up that quick after you start whistling like that. Look,
it's a random whistle.
Look, and look, he on alert. He looking past Duke the Jeweler over there at Boosie. Yep. He looking past Duke the Jeweler like, hold on, what happened? He ain't got, and then you see how he step back. Mm-hmm. He ain't got no money. Look, watch how he step back. So suspicious. Look, cause he see that camera. Yeah. Look, he step back like with the camera. Look, hey, look, y'all. Look how he step back with the camera. Look, watch this. You see him? He stepped back with the camera. Yeah. Look, look what he said. Look what Trey said.
Mm-hmm. When Boosie whistled, everybody was looking over there at Duke. Absolutely. Whatever he's taught his team, that's their hey, you're on alert.
Get on point. Come on now. Ain't nobody finna lift their head up that quick like that for no reason. Come on now. Look. He wasn't even looking at over there. Look, he looked over there quick, like he got a nervous.
Chilling, like, is this over yet? When's the alert coming? That's his body language.
Like he waiting on like he waiting to get on point.
He got his hand in his pocket or pant line, whatever, and then his other hand's free and kind of fidgety.
Look at his finger. Y'all see his fingers on the dice table? He like, come on now, that man. Hey, look, that's what you call nervous. Mm-hmm. He know that he about to try to do something. That's crazy. Like they too suspicious, man. Just like he said, the world's most dumbest criminals, man. they put themselves out there like this, and this is why it all coming back on them, man. Yeah, everyone looked at Duke just like he said. He's scared to be all the way in the camera. But whoever got that camera, look, I'm gonna just show y'all something. Whoever got that camera, Boosie ain't scared to stand by him. Mm-hmm. Boosie ain't look at the camera not one time.
Well, and who's that female just chilling? Literally. Go over.
You talking about old girl? Wait.
Go the other way.
What girl? Wait.
Her. See how relaxed she is? You can tell she's just there. She's enjoying what's going on. She's just watching and observing. Versus how fidgety everybody else is. Whether they're losing money, whether they're waiting on a signal, whoever she is, she's not in the loop of what's going on. She's calm, she's collect, she's just sitting here chewing her gum and watching the game.
Exactly.
Ain't moved a budge.
Boosie, whoever recording this video, Boosie ain't scared to stand by them. And you already know Boosie would have been looking at them the whole time, making sure they don't try to.
Because he feels like he's got himself disconnected from the situation. He's keeping himself on video. He's keeping himself with an alibi. No, I had his stuff in my room. It was secure. You see me here at the dice game. You see me sitting here betting and doing this and doing that. We're all chilling and laughing and talking. You see me. Wasn't me. This is an alibi.
And everybody who's sitting there shooting dice, they knew Duke was an outsider. They know that Duke ain't from Houston. Mm-hmm. You think Duke ain't... What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up, man? Before he started shooting dice, you think Duke just came from outside, don't nobody know him, and just came in and started shooting dice with all these people?
Well, you know they would have known on his dialect and his voice and his accent, because I don't care where you're from. You grow up in your environment.
And everybody know who from Chicago and who not, just by how you talk.
Yep.
You think Duke the Jewel ain't check in with J. Prince Jr.?
I'm sure he did, because he was part of the transactions.
And he was standing right on the other side of him.
So that's just another excuse.
Hey, that's crazy. Just like they said, absolutely. Man, hey, they should have never got down on Duke like that, because everything all goes to show Boosie was trying to make it to where he have an alibi and keep himself out of the dice game. You see, Duke the Jeweler standing right next to Boosie, but Boosie not shooting dice. Mm-hmm. If you really pay attention to it, I wasn't involved in it. I wasn't even shooting dice.
I'm just here.
I'm just here.
But you see me there. You see I ain't got nothing going
on. So it won't make it seem like he was outside.
Exactly.
Or make it seem like he was watching the cameras from the back end.
And in a whistle, here's the beauty of a whistle, and I whistle sometimes to let out steam. A whistle could be a signal. A whistle could be just, I'm just whistling. Or, woo, someone just hit on that dice game whistle. Is what they could be like, that's all that whistle was. It wasn't nothing else. But the way that everybody around him responded to that whistle is what says it's something other than that.
And if you really look at what J. Prince Jr. said, it really makes it seem like kind of suspicious. Watch this.
Well, associating me with that Duke the Jeweler situation, because I went to Lil Boosie pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. The truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is.
Wait, if you never knew who he was and you never met him before, you mean to tell me you gonna be at a dice game shooting dice right across from somebody, and then watch what happened right here? Watch what happened right here. Watch this. Duke the Jeweler is by Boosie right now. Watch how the tables turn. Watch how the tables turn. Who Who Duke the Jeweler standing right next to? Shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder. But then when you go back,
associating me with that Duke the Jeweler situation because I went to Boosie pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. The truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is.
Wait, how you had no idea who he is, but you standing right on the side of him, shoulder to shoulder, where y'all down there touching each other, y'all shirts touching each other.
I never knew people to be that comfortable with someone they ain't met before.
You can't be that comfortable with nobody you ain't ever met before. Why is he standing right next to you? And then, from what they kept saying, they kept on bringing up the video. Now, this is what shocked everybody right here. They kept bringing up this.
Hey, the internet, y'all got us all the way up, man. We met that dude, Duke the Jeweler, the night before. We was gambling. The next day, dude.
So you met him while you was gambling. That's your party. So you met him the night you was gambling, and he was about to make a piece for you. How was he about to make a piece for somebody who he don't know?
Now, if I recall correctly, there's another video that counteracts all of that they had already talked about the piece that was going to be made. So, which one is it?
Followed us to the concert. When we left out the concert, we under the garage. Dude went to his car by himself and walked down to the parking lot.
How you know what he did?
You was
how do you was it? Come on now, if he walked somewhere by himself, how do you know what he did? How? Who told you? A witness told you? Is that all that the witness told you?
Or video footage that's disappeared told you?
Exactly. Come on now.
That's when somebody tried to rob him and kill.
How you know somebody tried to rob him? But it never was reported. It never got reported though.
If you innocent, why wouldn't you have been like, hey, I got a situation over here on such and such and I need some help?
Why would you care so much about somebody who you don't know? How do you know all the details of something that happened to somebody who you don't know? And then you turn around, I don't mean to cut you off, you turn around and say,
what the hell my 19-year-old cousin gonna try to rob and kill somebody? Bro, we getting...
Look, this is why he tried to rob and do that to somebody. Right because of this. Look at him. Look, you see him? That's why. Look. That's why. You see how he looking? Look at his eyes. Look, he ain't got the eye. Look how he looking.
He looking right past him to Boosie.
Come on now. Notice how the dude with the white shirt on, with the dreads, he didn't want to stand on the side with Boosie. Why you not standing next to Boosie?
He's standing at the corner angle of the table where you can literally see everybody's face. Is where he's standing. He's seeing where he can literally observe the whole room. But look, let's call it for what it is. Let's call it for what it is. We're rich, we're famous, we got it, right?
I want y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. This sad what they did to Duke, but just like Joe said, you see him in the comments, he say that's messed up, man. It is messed up. The truth always comes out, regardless of how a person feel about it. When the stuff actually do happen, it all comes out to be something totally different than what we thought. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, hit the like button so YouTube can recommend this video.